Recording. All right, man. So, I'm sure you have seen the tweet by now, but it was a prompt. It said, "What? Forget your boomer complaint. What is your forget a boomer complaint? What is your biggest millennial complaint?"
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. That's a good question. I think my biggest millennial complaint is it's gotta be this whole thing where it's like cool to be an asshole to people.
Yeah.
Like I'd call it like the bad bitchology of like society now. Like everyone's like just rude for no reason. Like there's like just a lack of social skills. Um granted, like I grew up in the South, so
Yeah.
it's a little different for me, but
No, I
like
agree.
like I'm taught like when people if you walk into a room, you speak to everyone, shit like that. Like when you
If
see
I
people who
s-
don't do that, it's like, oh, okay.
if I see one more motherfucker post, my favorite Friday night is in the on the couch. I'm just like,
Yeah,
it's just
this pseudo homebody shit.
it's
Shut the
just
fuck up.
it's like I
You're
as an
outside too.
introvert.
You're full of shit.
As an introvert, let me tell you, like it's not all like
It's not that fun.
it's
Like
just
I love staying in the house, but it's not that fun.
it's a balance. It's a balance. Like I
Yeah,
don't these people act like they just never leave their homes or they're just like it's like, well,
bro.
don't ask me to go to the movies because I have a movie on my couch. Don't ask me, I don't want to go to a football game because I can watch all the games on my couch. It's like,
Yeah,
look, I'm not arguing with you that it's more comfortable to sit on your couch, but if that's your barrier to leave your home, you'll
right.
never leave your home. Like, it's
Exactly.
always, yeah, of course it's gonna be more comfortable. Just, yeah, being a jerk, being bizarrely introverted and like using it as like a personality trait.
Yeah,
I
and
definitely
it's so
agree with that.
performative too. That's the thing for me. It's just so performative. It's just like
Yeah.
bullshit. Like when people on posting on Instagram, it's like, "Yo, I saw you in the club last weekend."
That,
What the
that
fuck are we talking
it
about?
doesn't make you any
Like,
more or less profound to sit in the
it
house
doesn't.
and watch a movie.
It
It's not
doesn't
like
make
you're
you cooler.
reading, Socrates. You're just watching, Insecure for the 37th time.
Yeah,
It's
bro. Come on,
not.
man.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah, no, that's I hate that too. The whole like, oh, I don't go nowhere shit or I don't. Yeah, just bullshit.
Mine, I had two, but I'm gonna just stick to one, and it is this thing where all of these streamers take what is clearly only enough content for a movie and try to make it into an 8 episode limited series
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just like everything doesn't need to be 8 hours. Sometimes movies,
Right. I feel you.
just a 2 hour script. Like I'll be scrolling Netflix, and every last one of those limited series should be a movie. You'll read the synopsis, and it'll be
Yeah.
like, widow returns to her hometown after her husband died, and falls
hmm
in love with her high school sweetheart. I'm like, that seems like a cool little movie. And I'll look, and it's eight
8
hours.
hours. Yeah.
How could this possibly be enough
Because
of a story for eight
yeah, because it'll
hours?
sound like a movie, and you're like, hold on, hold on, hold on. They got a
Well,
Marvel
I got some
miniseries
time.
length of this
Yeah.
shit.
I'm a little sleepy. This will be a good way to go to sleep. And I'm like, wait, there's 8 episodes?
Yeah, no, I'll be like,
How
yeah,
did you
no, this
stretch this
I'm
to
not that
eight
interested in the
episodes?
story.
I just couldn't. I'm sick of that. Everything on Netflix, every one of those little 8 hour miniseries, at least 99% of them would be better as a tight movie. And I get it.
Yeah,
No one likes to be edited. No one likes to be told you need to cut this.
right.
Somebody needs to be told.
Somebody needs to cut this.
Yeah. Well, it used to be that TV is where you went to tell stories too sprawling for a movie.
Yeah,
The Wire with 40 characters, Game of Thrones with 50 characters.
right.
There's just too many tentacles out there. Now it's just where you bring things that you don't want cut down to movie size. And it's like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
no, like you should have had this cut down to a movie size.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why British TV is so much better than American TV because they're all six, every season is 6 episodes. You can't
Yeah.
go wrong with 6 episodes. So every episode it has to be great because you got 20 minutes or 44 minutes to make it to tell your story.
I'm
So
cool with
it's
20.
never going to be filler.
I just think we should just like did you watch Night Agent on Netflix?
I've not seen it yet.
Okay, that's no should have been a movie. Like it's like eight
Gotcha.
hours.
Yeah.
Bad guys, good guys running around. Like there's a solid three
Yeah.
episodes in the middle where it's just one long ass chase scene. And I'm like,
Nah,
this
I
is
feel
when
you.
you were out of ideas. I could feel the writers just like, okay, how do we get 8 hours out of this? We're
Yeah.
gonna make them run around for 3 episodes. No one ever calls the cops, bullets are flying, jumping out of windows, run around. Nothing ever happens. They just run for
Yeah.
180 minutes. And it's just
Yeah.
we don't need to do this.
Nah, right.
Um
There's nothing worse than when you're watching something and you can almost feel like you're in the room with the writers and they were like, "Shit, what do we do next?"
Yeah. We gotta spend we got
Like,
you can
"Oh
just
no, we got 40 more minutes left in this episode. We have to fill up."
I was thinking that last Wednesday I went to see Seven in the theater in IMAX.
Hmm.
It was a movie came out in 95.
Right.
Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, Kevin Spacey. One amazing movie.
What's in the box?
Yeah, a tight 2 hour, 10 minutes. There's no downtime. I was locked in from beginning to end.
Yeah,
I would know for a fact if that came out today, because the movie's about like there's a serial
Seven
killer
Deadly Sins
based off
and
the seven. I know for a fact if it came out today, it'd be on Netflix, and every damn sin
every
would be an
sin would be an
episode.
episode.
And I'm just like, no, it would have been so long, and they would have made every sin a whole mystery, and it just would not
Yeah.
have been as good. It'd been filled out. They would have had worse actors. They would have never been able to get prime Morgan Freeman and prime Brad Pitt.
Right.
Um, but anyways, I saw that in IMAX, man. It was well worth the $25 movie ticket.
What?
Didn't know. Yeah, apparently an IMAX ticket
I've
is
actually, I don't
$25
know if I've ever seen
now.
a movie in IMAX now that I think about it.
I
Wait,
mean,
I don't know. I probably have.
you didn't see Top Gun in IMAX?
Was it just regular IMAX in theaters? Was it shot with IMAX cameras?
Yeah, I mean Top Gun for sure.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm tripping. I'm
Top
thinking
Gun
about like
2, I'm
going. I'm
talking
thinking
about.
about yeah. I'm thinking about like I thought you were talking about like going to an IMAX theater to go see, not
No.
using IMAX cameras. Okay, yeah, no. I've seen IMAX movies. Yeah, like Creed 3 was shot with IMAX cameras.
I mean you've
Um,
seen you saw Oppenheimer in IMAX, I'm sure.
yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right. I'm tripping. I was thinking
Um
about. I forgot the technology's so much better now. Like, remember when
yeah,
we were growing up, it'd be like, go to this IMAX theater to see
yeah,
the
yeah.
to see the
So
movie.
the
You know?
Regal in we can name the city. The Regal in Cary has
Right.
Regal 20 in Cary has two IMAX theaters, I think.
Yeah.
But like the Regal 14 in North Hills does not have any
No,
IMAXs.
that theater's kind of a. I won't say a dump. It's just not
I mean, I don't
uber
know.
high
It's
tech.
North Hills is so out of the way for me. I never
True.
find myself out there.
Yeah, I don't go out there
Off
much.
topic, got a wild story about a place out there when we stop recording. But
Okay.
um, should I give my other millennial complaint, or we might
Yeah,
even
let's hear
have
it.
to
Let's hear
cut
it. Fuck
it?
it. Let's hear it. Let's hear
Can we bring back the girly girls? Because I am tired.
it.
I'm tired of. I mean, you could go. I don't know what happened. I get it. Comfort is important. I'm not saying you don't, value comfort. But like if you go on a Friday night to like a Prime Bar on Glenwood Avenue, we could call it Beer Garden, Ale House,
Right.
Cornerstone. I don't go out, so maybe Cornerstone Piano Bar. I don't know the name of these places anymore. They might all
Right.
change. I might be dating myself. At least a solid 80% of the women in there will be dressed like they running errands. And I'm tired of it. Like it's just the sneakers, the jeans, the t-shirts. And I can say this. I'm not throwing stones in the glass house. You know me, I don't go nowhere looking crazy. Ever.
Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah.
Ever. It could be the local dive bar we go to, it could be going to the club. I'm going to dress more or less the same because I don't go nowhere
Yeah.
looking crazy. And
Right.
I'm not saying you got to dress up to head down to drop a package off to UPS,
No, I
but
feel you.
why are you in the bar, in the club, prime places looking
Wearing pajama
crazy?
pants.
Can we
And that
just
goes for
bring back
dudes too, because I've seen you people in there with the fucking
it was
pajama pants.
everybody. Dudes, the pajama pants, the Nike Tech fleeces.
Yeah.
Cut it out. We need to go back to looking like something when we
Throw on
go
some
out.
jeans like an adult. And
I just, we bring back like I put in my tweet, man. Bring back the girls that take an hour to get ready. Like that's just like no. All the times we complained about it, I'm sorry. I take it back. I
we
was
didn't know what
wrong.
we didn't know what we had.
We didn't know what we had, man.
No,
Let
we
me
didn't,
sit.
man.
I will
No,
sit on
because I
that
remember.
couch and wait as long as it takes so you do not show up
Oh man.
looking crazy.
No, I remember one time I took somebody out. It's like a couple years ago. It was like during the pandemic, so like I'll shoot them a little bit, but not really.
Yeah.
And we just went to get ice cream. It was like some chill, like on the off the cuff type thing. And Shorty pulled up with like sweatpants, socks, and slides. And I said, I will
Oh
never take you.
no.
I said, I'm never taking you out again. And that was it. We never we never went out again after
Nah,
that.
don't show up don't show up on a date with me looking like you have other plans. Like you got shit else going on
Dog,
after the
she was
fact.
dressed like she
Like
was going to the like we how we used to dress the hoop in
yeah.
gym. Like that's
Yeah,
what she
like
was wearing pretty much. Yeah.
sweatpants. And I'd say this, I hold myself to the standard. Sweatpants are for working out and the
Yeah.
house. They're not for anything else.
I would say they're for
Yard
Target
work.
or like Food Lion, something like that. Grocery store is cool.
I ain't wearing sweatpants nowhere other than the gym. the crib or to do yard work.
It's
I don't know, man. I don't go nowhere looking crazy. Even running to the grocery store.
yeah,
I mean, I ain't putting that shit on, but like I'm not looking crazy.
right. It's funny because
Um,
I was talking about this with a friend over the weekend, and I was saying like, it's like dating shit, whatever. I was like, I wonder if it'd be easier if like more women were sports fans. Not that women aren't sports fans, but you know what I
yeah.
mean? Places I go, the women I meet, generally speaking, are not sports fans, like in the art scene and stuff like that. They're not uber into dive bars and shit. And and my friend was like, I don't think you want that because they're not going to be uber girly, like
Yeah.
or feminine, or whatever the word adjective you want to use it. And I was like, yeah, no, you're right for sure. That's like 100%. Like, and I remember I was talking to it was back a while ago, and I was talking to somebody, and we were making plans. And they're like, oh, like let's go somewhere nice. I'll wear heels, like you dress up that or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I guess that is people do still do that, but it feels like
Yeah.
a lost art nowadays. Like,
Now it's hard to get me in a suit.
yeah, I wouldn't.
Um,
Yeah, it wasn't a suit. It was just like wear
but
something nice and whatever.
but you know, heel action dresses, we it's okay to bring that back. I will wait for
Right.
you to get ready.
Yeah.
So
No,
let's
and also just
go ahead. Sorry.
people acting like accordingly in social settings. Like, okay, like for example, I was this was over the summer. I was driving a friend's friend home from a bar or whatever, and like I opened the car door for her, and my my friend saw me do this, and she goes, "You never open the car door for me." And I didn't want to say why I didn't do it. Don't ever do it for her. But it was just like you don't comport yourself as someone that like you know what I mean? And you can't say that to anyone without getting slapped in the face.
Okay, all right. Moving right along. Let's go to this movie review. You want to drop the intro?
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, all right. So we'll do a 5 second pause and we'll read out the intro. Do you want to
Okay,
start
cool.
with your observation question, or do you want me to? Since how do you want to do it?
Yeah, you can yeah, you can start. Yeah, you can start. Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Okay,
just
let's go.
count me down or whatever. Or do you want me to just
We'll
go
count it
whenever you're
down from
ready?
5.
All right.
You are the lead on the intro. I'm the lead on the outro. So,
Cool, cool, cool.
all right. From 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.